My phone keeps going off. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I know your phone keeps going off. That's why I said,
It's
why do you keep
Discord.
buzzing? Oh.
Um,
What's up, friends? How's it going?
how are you?
How's it hanging?
Little to the left, I hope.
What if they're a right hanger?
Not my problem. I don't care about that.
Does everybody hang to the left?
I have no idea.
Anyway.
This is part 2 of the Anywhere Alley, and it is written in a better format that is more in it's more conversative
Okay.
than trying to figure out what's what. So, as a reminder, in part 1, we met Abby and Claire.
Previously on
our last episode of we met Abby and Claire, sisters who were out trick-or-treating in their neighborhood on Halloween night, when they stumbled upon an alleyway that they were sure didn't exist before. They met with Elva, a magic bookstore owner, and her kitten Noir. Elva gave Claire a book called The Anywhere Alley and told her that she would see her again very soon before sending the girls on their way. Very soon later.
Have you finished with that book Elva gave you yet?
Quit asking me about it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bother the Great Witch.
Apology accepted. Abby returns to her room and starts to get ready to head out trick-or-treating. This year, she's dressed as a witch, with a green pointy hat, dark green dress, black stockings, and black pointy shoes. Thinking of going out reminded her,
Claire, what are you dressing up as tonight?
I don't think I'm going to. I may not go with you tonight.
But you have to. Mom has to work and can't take me, and you know she won't let me go out alone.
Aren't any of your friends going? Why can't you go with them?
They aren't going to be anywhere around here or I would. You've been such a downer since last Halloween. I thought you would be so excited to be a witch.
It's not that simple, but I wouldn't expect you to understand.
I understand plenty, but you still think of me as a little kid.
Well, you are a little kid.
Am not.
I rest my case.
Besides, I'm the only person who knows anything about what we found. Do you think the alleyway might be there again this year? I'd really like to check on Noir to see how he's doing. Elvis seemed really nice. I don't get what your problem is.
Like I said, it isn't that simple. I don't know if I even want to try to find that stupid alley again.
What do you mean? We have to go find it.
I'm not sure it's a good idea. If this situation had red flags, it would be covered with them.
What are you so scared of?
There are things about that alley that you don't know, and I don't know if I should tell you.
Come on. It would be so unfair if you didn't, seeing as how you brought it up.
Let me think about it. Just go finish getting ready, but I'm not dressing up this year.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Abby bows out of the room and goes back to her own room to finish getting ready. Claire's inner dialogue. Maybe I should tell her. She should know since she wants to go back so bad. Some of the people that live in that alley aren't good, like Elva. There is a darkness living there, and I don't know if I want us to be any part of it. Elva and Noir were great and all, but I don't know if a visit with them is worth the risk of what lies deeper within those walls. Sunset Halloween night. Claire and Abby are walking down the street of their neighborhood, and Abby has been searching for the alley, but Claire hopes they don't find it so she can prove to herself that last year was just a dream and it didn't actually happen.
Do you remember where it was last time?
Sure don't. Maybe we just dreamed it.
You can't be serious. There's no way that we both had the exact same dream that night.
I just don't think it's a good idea to go searching for it.
What is the big deal? You've been so moody since you got that book. What did you learn from it?
I don't think I should tell you.
I'm not a little kid anymore. Just tell me.
Claire stares at her sister, who is actually still a little kid, but deep down, she knows that she won't stop asking until she tells her what she found out. Okay. I'm sick of you badgering me.
Wouldn't say that I've been badgering you. I don't even have a badger.
You know what I mean. Do you really want to go trick-or-treating tonight?
Not really. I'd rather go visit Elva and Noir.
Okay, let's go find some place to sit. The girls head to a small alcove of trees at a park entrance and sit down on the concrete bench in the clearing.
What's going on? Why do you seem scared?
I'm not scared. I'm
scared.
Okay, maybe I'm a little bit scared. That book that Elva gave me to read about this place called the Anywhere Alley had some less than happy stories in it. It said that the alley was created with shadow magic and it is only accessible to the outside world on Halloween night.
That doesn't sound bad, though.
But if you get trapped inside and you don't possess magic, your soul becomes slowly absorbed by the shadows that are fueling the magic that keeps it a secret.
So we just have to make sure that we get out before the walls come up.
It's not that simple. The magic not only keeps the place a secret all year long, but it also tricks people into coming inside.
Like with Noir?
Exactly with Noir. We were tricked into coming inside, but for some reason we didn't get trapped.
Elva did say that you were a witch, didn't she? But what about me?
It only makes sense that you are too, or she could have kept you. I don't know if Elva was even real.
Of course she was real. We talked to her, and for a while, too.
I mean, real in the sense of being so kind and nice to us to lure her into her shop.
But she didn't really. Noir got us there, but Elva made sure we got out in time. She also gave you that book that told you all of that. Would an evil shadow witch do all of that if her intention was to keep us locked inside?
I mean, maybe.
Can we try to find her again? Maybe she was telling you she needs help getting out.
I don't know about that. She seemed capable. And what if it's all one big trick to get us back there?
Well, I'm going with or without you.
Abby stands and begins to march toward the street. She stops and looks both left and right with determination in her movements. She turns to the right and begins to walk, scanning the street for anything out of place. She walks for 2 blocks before she sees a glow of light in the darkness. Other kids and their parents don't seem to notice it, but Abby does. She crosses the street and without even checking to see if Claire is behind her, she marches straight into the Anywhere Alley. Abby turns back to say something to Claire, who she hopes is behind her, but when she does...
Oh, hell.
When Abby turns back to see if Claire is behind her, she realizes that the wall has come up behind her, blocking this end of the alley. She turns because surely the other end will be open like it was last time. In the distance, she sees a vine-covered brick wall at the end of the alley. Abby scans the area to see if she can see Elva's shop, trying not to panic. She sees the same doorway that they went through the previous Halloween, and she darts to it. She finds the door locked, and the window is mostly dark, but for a dull flicker from the fireplace. She knocks.
Elva, are you in there? I need help.
A voice from behind her makes her jump. My dear, what is the matter?
I seem to be stuck in here.
Well, that can't be. It isn't time yet. Elva turns her head to the left and right, confirming that the walls are up. Let's get inside, dear. Maybe we can figure out together what is going on. Elva moves to unlock the door of her shop and mutters something under her breath and opens the door. Inside, the fire is burning low and Noir is sitting on the counter. The shop is dark otherwise, and Abby senses that the shadows are not just regular shadows.
Elva, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of scared. Claire was saying...
Where is Claire exactly?
Well, she was behind me. She wasn't sure she wanted to come back after reading that book that you gave her last year. She was saying something about shadows.
Did she tell you about the shadows? As the two are speaking, Elva is turning on warm-colored lamps to fill the dark spaces of the room, which brings Abby some sense of relief as they talk.
Only a little bit. She said they're tricksters.
That's an understatement, my dear. These shadows are much more than tricksters. They have been here for centuries. I've been following them for many, many years, and I think I know who is controlling them.
Listen, I'm only 9. I really don't know what I can do to help.
I don't think I will need your help, dear, but I think you or your sister are the ticket to breaking this alley free from the prison that it has been placed in. I know this is a lot for you to handle. You're more than welcome to stay here while I figure things out. I just don't know if your family could handle you being away for so long. Elva's spoken words trail off, but her mind is abuzz of what to do to get little Abby back home. She didn't mean for this to happen, an accident that could not have possibly been foreseen. Silently panicking so as to not frighten Abby, Elva moves to the back room of her shop where her living quarters are. I don't know why I called them living quarters. Back here, she also has an altar set up that consists of the ingredients she used to bring back the veil that hides the Anywhere Alley. As she reaches for her recipe book, her hands shaking, a noise from the dark catches her attention. Who's there?
I know what you're up to.
Who are you?
I'm made up of your worst nightmares, dear.
Please leave us alone. I'm going to get rid of you if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, scary little witch. It will be the last thing you do.
I didn't realize how silly that would sound right out loud. The shadows of the back room seem to get lighter, and the space doesn't feel so heavy. Elva moves to turn back to the front of the shop where she left Abby with Noir, but when she returns, Abby is gone. Noir is hiding under the armchair by the fireplace, fear etched in his eyes. Back on the street, Claire is behind Abby as she walks down the street, obviously on a mission. Suddenly, Abby stops and stares, and then heads straight for the glow of the Anywhere Alley that Abby can see across the street. Abby darts down the alley just as Claire reaches it too, and just as Claire reaches it too, she is met with a brick wall. Quietly to herself, don't freak out, don't freak out, do not freak out. My sister is not missing, and I am going to find her tonight and get her back. All Claire brought with her was her small purse, and she wished she had brought the book Elva had given her. Just as she was thinking this, she felt a slight tug on the bag that was slung around her shoulder. She looked up, thinking that someone was trying to take it, but no one was there. She reached into the now slightly heavier bag and found, to her shock, the book on the Anywhere Alley. She ran back across the street and found a bench in the park to sit on, and she scoured the pages in the rapidly fading light of the evening, searching for anything that would tell her how to get in when it was closed off. Claire thought to herself how they could have possibly ended up in this mess. How am I going to tell Mom that I lost Abby? She is going to kill me. Tears began to well in her eyes as she realized she may not be able to save her sister for an entire year, and then it might be too late. Wiping her eyes, she flipped through the pages of the book until she found the part she was looking for. How to access the Anywhere Alley. I feel like I'm living in a dumbass scary movie. You can read this part. The red.
In order to access the portal for Anywhere Alley at any time, one just needs to recite the following incantation.
Suddenly, a strong breeze blows through the street, knocking over umbrellas and chairs at a restaurant a little further up the street. Her hair whipping in the wind, Claire notices that there is a thin gap with warm light emanating from it. She bolts and slips in just as it closes again. Stopping to catch her breath, Claire looks behind her at the solid ivy-covered brick wall. It seems to be looming over her in a menacing way.
Claire!
Claire turns to see Abby, surrounded by shadows. She runs toward her, reaching her hand out to grasp Abby's and pull her toward her. Their fingers touch when all of a sudden, let them go! That's Elva. And scene.
That was good.
Come back next time for part 3.
Right.
And probably the final part. I'll probably land the plane. This went much better.
Yeah.
I like that it's quick.
Did I read that voice the way you envisioned it?
Yes.
Okay.
I would say yes. But it just out loud, it sounded a little sillier than when I typed it out.
Right.
And I think that probably does happen with authors and audiobook narrators. They're like, no, that does, on paper, great.
I'm
perfect.
envisioning
I'm kind of it's like Wraith energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, come back next time.
That was good. I like it.
Thank you.
I like it.
This is a shorty.
I started to say there's a short one for to make up for the
The
last
2-hour episodes.
right.
I don't know. What else do we have to talk about that we could talk about for this?
I don't know.
I have no idea. Yeah, we'll just keep this one really brief, really short. Let me tell you about our nonprofit for this month. In honor of Little Cat, I'm picking SCAMP for this month's nonprofit. SCAMP is a 501c3 nonprofit founded by Robin Lapre. I don't know. That's why I couldn't say it, so I don't know why I said it this time when I skipped it the last 2 times. In 2021, SCAMP provides financial support to facilitate services that include, but are not limited to, the medical treatments and rehabilitation of sick or injured animals and improvement to shelter facilities that aid. I had a burp, like I try to escape my body. An improvement to shelter facilities that aid the quality of life for shelter animals at Cheatham County Animal Control. In short, we are here to raise money to help the animals at the shelter when the county budget can't meet the special needs that arise. And as I have mentioned, they are a no-kill shelter, and it's actually like a really great facility. And they're really, really nice there. So if you feel inclined to donate, there will be a link down below. And while you are exploring the caverns of our nether regions,
I like how
I try to come up with something different.
Well, like, no, last time you were like, this cannot continue on past
and
this.
now I've like made it a thing.
Now it's our
Listen,
thing.
if we have merch planned, I might as well lean into it.
Right.
So, in our nether regions, you can find links to follow us at
Facebook,
Instagram,
TikTok,
YouTube,
and you can send those Dear Wanderers notes.
Also,
stories,
in case you don't know, there are stickers for sale on our Etsy shop. And if you order, chances are I'll probably send you a little something extra.
Ooh,
so
a little something.
Yeah.
But you can email us at wandersweird
@gmail.com.
Okay, bye guys.
Smell you later.